What's up, guys? Recently I was in a Jubilee video. I wanted to do a little reaction to the video, talk about a little behind the scenes and, everything leading up to it, my thoughts, everything like that, because a lot of people have been asking, so let's get into it. I personally hate watching videos and seeing pictures of myself, but and also it received a lot of attention and I was not expecting that. Pewdiepie, Pokimane, XQC, Myth, so many people reacted to it. A little backstory, right? I've been watching them for a long time. I love Jubilee, and a lot of people were asking me, like, hey, how did you get on this episode? Like, what the heck? I want to do that. I had subscribed to their emails and, always kept a lookout for whatever they were casting for, and weirdly enough, they were casting for professional gamers on the Spectrum series, and immediately I hopped on that. I was like, this is for me. Oh my gosh, I love this channel. I wanted to represent the Halo community as well as women in gaming. I thought I had a pretty good chance, and I went for it. So actually, a week before filming, I got an email and basically saying they liked my application and they'd like to follow up with an interview. So already at this point I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Like, I was super ecstatic, but I didn't want to get my hopes up because I know there's a huge selection process. I'm sure they go through thousands of applications. A lot of people thought this episode in particular was scripted, and I'm like, it was not scripted at all. Was our genuine reactions. All they did beforehand was ask practice prompts just to see our opinions and our beliefs to make sure we're a good fit for the episode. I didn't know I was going to be on the episode until a few days prior. It was crazy. I got another email basically saying, this is where we're going to film, what time you should be here, what you should wear, everything like that, and I was like, say less. Alright. Booked my hotel, drove out there, and, I was mentally preparing myself because this channel does get a lot of views, and it's a lot. It's a lot, and I'm very grateful to have been a part of it. So that was a little backstory on how I got on the episode. A lot of people were asking that. We're gonna watch the video. I'm gonna probably cringe a little bit at myself, clear up some things, because I got a lot of shit. Let me tell you. Oh, I wish I would have clarified myself a little bit more on some of these prompts, but it is what it is, and it was a great experience overall, and I don't regret any of it.
Dignitas. Oh, no! So I just played as a kid, and I just had a ton of fun with it.
Okay.
But I always wanted to be better than other people at it.
All right. Let me start out by saying this. I am not the editor. Okay? Probably the most frequent comment I saw was, oh my god, plays Halo, shows a clip of RuneScape. Hey, I'm not the editor. I don't know why they included that either. I really don't. We were all fairly nervous. We didn't know what to expect. We were literally in this empty warehouse, bunch of cameras everywhere. They actually ask probably 15 to 20 prompts, so we were here for a while, but they include the best answers, the best responses, everything like that. But throughout the video, we start to loosen up a little bit.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you give me a second to think about this?
This is one of the first prompts, as you could tell.
Okay.
I loved him. I loved everyone. I loved meeting everyone. They were so great.
I only like energy drinks with alcohol.
This shook me.
Does that affect your gameplay?
Well, I don't drink when I'm playing.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I'm playing in 4-hour sessions.
And I wear a lot of pink.
Stop having to play at the top of my game, and it helps out a lot.
Personally, this is my favorite part of the video. I'm very surprised they kept this part. They didn't cut it out, but just watch. Just the disappointment on my face. Just watch.
The definition I would
Yeah, what is misogynistic?
He said, not gonna lie, I need the definition of that word. And they kept this in the video. I was like, oh my god. Watch my face.
Culture is misogynistic.
Not gonna lie, I need a definition of that word.
What? You need a definition.
Yeah, what is misogynistic?
Like anti-women.
Anti-what?
Women.
Everyone has that experience when they're in a gaming lobby.
I also
and
received a
both
lot of
us
crap for
females
this.
probably experience this more.
I'll explain
As
myself
soon as
after.
we speak, we get called fat, we get called all these ugly names, and that is still something I deal with today, as I did 10, 15 years ago. It is definitely a terrible thing to experience.
I have a girlfriend that
Well, I
streams
mean-
though, so I feel like I've got.
Let me clarify. Alright, a lot of people commenting, she's 19 years old. How is she, how is she gaming at 4 years old? Whatever. And a lot of people thought it was very surprising that I said that, but I mean, I think truly if you have a passion for gaming, you play competitively, you've been playing since a very young age, and I was playing when I was 4, and a lot of people didn't believe that. I mean, if anything, I was probably playing when I was younger. Literally, probably in diapers. Personally, I think with a controversial topic like this, it should have been, I think, explained a little bit more, or we should have had a few more seconds to think about it, because they ask you the question, and they say 1, 2, 3, go, and you choose whatever side you're going to be on. That's why some questions were pretty hesitant. But this one specifically, I think some of us interpreted it as two different questions. There's gaming culture is misogynistic, and then there's gaming is misogynistic. I think some of us interpreted it differently. The gaming culture itself is misogynistic, but I think some of us took it as, are the games itself misogynistic? So, something to think about. I wish we could have
Them giving us
debated on this
or
topic a little
seeing
bit more.
that we're-
Man, there's no doubt.
I was
that
not expecting
the
this
experience will
reaction
be different.
whatsoever.
Oh, yeah, the
Different
experience
groups
is
of people.
different, but
I
I don't
thought-
think gaming is anti-women.
I don't think it's anti-women, but I think there are.
I thought her and I would be, like teaming up on this, like girl power sort of thing, and this
There's
reaction
just a
really
lot more
threw me off.
Back then, arcades in the first.
It was really cool to see everyone's opinions, though. That's the
Girls'
point of
video
this
games just
this
weren't anything. It was like a
series. I'm
boys'
not gonna
only
be mad
club.
about it.
Anytime a girl was interested in video games,
I was
it
just
would
not
be
expecting
just
this
go
reaction for
play
this
Make Your Way
prompt,
Back to the
though.
Kitchen or something,
Go make a sandwich.
Yeah, exactly. And it was so dumb. And as years gone by,
As physical sport.
This one was probably the hardest one for me, personally. They ask you these questions to stump you.
For
And
traditional
I
sports,
was-
you
I
have
was
to push your
very
body
conflicted.
to such lengths to be able to.
What do you guys
those
think?
physical
I don't
feats,
know.
to be the best, to be whatever. I just don't think.
Let me
that
know what you guys think.
It's as hard.
That's where it gets petty and it's childish. But
I agree
trash
with
talking
Aiden
is
on
super
this.
fun. I do it a lot on stream.
The reason why
yeah.
I wasn't on strongly agree was because there's a difference between, fun trash talking and then there's personal attacks. Which a lot of people were saying, wow, the girl in pink by the way, I was just referred to the girl as the girl in pink the entire video. Same with Bonita. She was the girl in red, I was the girl in pink. But a lot of people were like, the girl in pink is contradicting herself. She said she faces misogyny and then is on the trash talk. Agree for the prompt. And there is a huge difference between personal attacks and trash talking, fun trash talking. When it comes to personal attacks, this could be race, gender, which was what I was referring to. Trash talk, everyone does it. Let's be honest. It's fun. It's part of the game. But the reason why I wasn't on strongly agree is because it gets to an extent where it's not trash talk and you're personally attacking someone. And I think there's a huge difference in between those, which is why I agreed with this prompt. But, there is a huge difference between the two.
Talking people. It's so fun. If you're doing it in good fun.
And I was not
then
trying to
think the
contradict
trash talk
myself.
Is essential to any video game, honestly.
Builds up hype, yeah. It's not like
Even if I die,
They
or
asked
die-
me off camera. They said, "What's your go-to line?" And this is what I said.
My go-to is "you're trash." Like, That's probably my go-to.
The first person I saw react to it was actually Pokimane live on stream. And oh my gosh. I fangirled real hard. So let's try to find it here. I had no idea she was even reacting to it. A lot of people actually reacted to it live on stream, and I don't even know how many people, but someone had snapped me like, dude, she's watching the video on stream, and I'm a huge fan of her. I was shook. I was fangirling. I was in the chat like, oh my gosh, like just losing my mind.
Training and then trust that, not the energy drink.
Yeah, you don't want to rely on
And I don't want to cover her face because she's too cute, so I'm just gonna leave it like this.
Smash Brothers for Dignitas.
Luke Stilla, thanks for the half year. Thank you. Nestor, thank you. Evan,
But I always wanted to be
Sharjnaki,
better
thank
than
you.
other people at
Welcome.
it.
I'm Ariana Gamboa. I'm 19 years old and I play
It almost sounded like she was gonna say Ariana Grande because also starts with a G. Obviously, Queen.
and girls can also game.
Oh, that gave me PTSD to when Trump said that, like, I don't even remember what it was about exactly. SND rating subbing, when he made a comment like that. Like, I think there was a shooting and he said, there's just pictures of video games. And it's like, you just don't want to spend time or money thinking or working on any other thing that will help prevent these sorts of things.
Yes! Preach
Whether
it,
it's mental health,
Pokey.
whether it's stricter gun laws, whether it's so many things.
They're showing up to some live events here and there.
My mom is very, very supportive of what I do, but I was living with my grandparents for a while and they actually kicked me out and were charging me rent because they didn't see live streaming or competing in video games as an actual job. So I moved back in with my mom and I got to quit that job and now I'm living my dream. So.
I don't have much family. I just have my mom right now. And she's and very old school. So you can imagine how she feels about it. She always said
My reaction the whole time.
I didn't work so
Watching
hard to
Pokey watch
make
it.
a family here just so you can play video games. You should make something of yourself.
Prove I'm wrong.
I just want to give her a big hug.
You know, as long as I
Okay, I think she stopped watching it here. I'm not sure if she ever finished it. But I do know XQC watched it, and I have not seen that. So I'm kind of curious. XQC... Yeah, oh, he reacts to a lot of them. I'm scared. I actually haven't seen this. I've seen PewDiePie and the Pokimane one, but I haven't seen this, and I'm getting scared.
Fucking space shit.
Oh!
What?
wait, I'm sorry. Give me a second to
He called my boots space shit.
okay.
I got a lot of compliments on them, actually. Space
Like
shit.
energy drinks with alcohol.
Sessions just nonstop.
His
happening.
chat, I could
It
never.
helps out a lot.
Oh my
4
god.
hours?
And
Good enough. Like, I just don't really believe in the.
Some of these reactions, they really went hard, man.
Chance or seeing that we're
But
actually
I think
good
the
enough.
skill speaks.
Okay, chat. Ready, chat? Chat, we'll go to yeah, like 10 seconds. Ready? Okay, listen. When you want to prove a point about shit like that, dude, I feel like you need to take a bunch of things, okay, a bunch of instances of whatever, and make data and analytical shit, okay, and then you use those to prove your point, okay. Boom. Ooh, proven. Ooh, that's your point. It's proven. PogChamp, you know. Look, these things cause this because look, all these cases all lined up, and these don't, and then you have you know data to prove your
God.
shit. The problem is that when you use one instance to prove one concept, it's flawed, right? Because there's one, it's stupid, right?
How
there's only one
artistic.
instance, right? But on top of that,
So to end this video, we are going to watch PewDiePie's reaction, and oh my goodness. There were some people that were like, oh my gosh, he roasted you, and da 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 da, don't watch it, and you know, I've watched PewDiePie for a long time. PewDiePie is a troll. I'm not gonna take anything he said seriously, and everything he did say, I had already seen in the comments or other people say it.
Regarding to gaming.
It's really cool to see someone
So let's freaking
you looked up to for such a long time. Like, I've literally watched PewDiePie since his Amnesia days, and you know, Stefano and all that, and it was truly crazy to see this. Even if he was roasting me, you know,
don't think
it's
gaming
okay.
is
It happens. He's a troll.
No guy is saying, oh,
It's anti,
That's because she's never played with me.
Here we go.
but I think there's just a lot more shit they have to do.
Sam! You don't understand. You have it really bad, all right? I'm joking, by the way. These are not.
It's
my
funny
real-
seeing these videos, like, when it doesn't involve you, because you're like, ha ha ha. And now that it's, like, me, I'm like, oh.
opinions. I'm just making jokes.
We already know what he's going to say.
Gamboa, I'm 19 years old and I play Halo competitively. It is my passion and girls can also game.
Girls can also game. I play Halo competitively. Also shows RuneScape and Overwatch. Nice. Well done, Jubilee. God.
I have literally hundreds of hours of Halo gameplay on my Twitch and clips and everything, and somehow RuneScape clip made it. I don't know, man. I'm just as confused.
Is how much work people actually put in.
Okay, I like energy drinks. You guys can play along. All right, so left side is agree. Sorry, right side is agree. Left side is disagree. I would probably put myself here because I drink energy drinks.
G Fuel sponsorship.
Check out G Fuel.
Yep.
Enter the code PewDiePie.
Sponsor me, G Fuel.
Keep jumping. He's definitely gonna go. For
Change
it.
my mind. I'll go and agree for you.
Think about this. This is
That is not a tough question. God, oh God, this is
I think.
please.
I think he roasts us all equally,
I'll help you figure it out.
which is fine.
Oh, I don't know where I would go. I'd probably go somewhere here, just so I can. No, I'll go here, because anytime I see a girl play a video game and they say they play Halo competitively, in reality, I just imagine that they're really just playing RuneScape and Overwatch. So I don't really believe it.
Ouch.
Oh.
Everyone has that experience.
Wasn't my
in
fault.
the gaming lobby.
1v1 me, Pewds.
And, well, probably us females probably experience
All the time. As soon as I speak, fat. I get her point. I get her point. She plays RuneScape, okay? I understand. It happens.
Stop!
with today.
I don't even play RuneScape anymore. The clip was like 2 years old.
Definitely a terrible thing to experience.
no guy is saying, yeah, you cannot get on your computer because you're a woman. Like, no guy is saying, like, oh,
She's
you
like,
can't
no,
play
it
online
happens.
today.
I kind of disagree with that.
Trash talking is super fun. I do it a lot on stream, you know.
I mean, I love trash talking people. It's so fun.
I never seen people bond so much over a topic.
True.
Brings people together.
Virgins.
Like the only
but
prompt we all agreed
I
on.
would say, like, you're a virgin, but I only say it on the mic because then you can tell.
Practical about career, okay. I was wondering why that was different all
At high school, I went to restaurant. They
People to realize it's
Okay, let me clarify this. Alright. A lot of people were like, what is this girl saying? Obviously, it's a career if you make money from it, sort of thing. That's the only way it's a career. Let me clarify. I didn't think to elaborate more because they had understood what I meant, and I wasn't thinking the people watching it would, you know, give me the backlash that I did get. What I meant was, a lot of the time, gaming, you know, vocational careers, a lot of careers in general are seen as hobbies and not something you can make a living out of. So what I really meant to say was, a lot of people don't believe in you and don't necessarily see it as a job until you're making huge amounts of money, like Fortnite amounts of money, you know, bringing home a paycheck to show them, like, wow, you really can make a living out of it, because most of the time it takes years and years to get to that point, and the years leading up to it, it's not seen as a career. So that's what I meant. I should have clarified myself more.
Yeah, you show.
A lot of people thought I was really stupid for saying this, but
Well, that's the definition of a career. It's so fun judging people that are just throwing away sentences, not thinking about it, and then I can go, what a bunch of idiots. I've never said anything stupid in my life. YouTube is great.
People on the
To be fair, I
internet.
had the same struggle, by the way. Like, my parents, when I talked about YouTube, was like, no.
Exactly.
We're not doing that. To be fair, it wasn't even a thing then. That's right. I helped out gamers. Now, when kids
thanks,
go and say,
Pewds.
parents will be like, no, no.
I strongly agree is because it's so unreliable and inconsistent in my opinion, which is something you
That's
have
pretty
to worry
fair.
about.
Yeah.
You don't know if you're even going to place top 8.
Yeah, I agree
You
with
know,
Ariana.
Most of the
How
time,
about that?
tournament payouts can take months.
I'd say I make a really good living. I think that Fortnite has given me a lot of opportunities. I mean,
That's
the
right!
membership and the
Just kidding.
tournament prize alone
It was really cool to hear him
ridiculous.
say that,
I mean,
actually.
Even for me, I've always just looked at YouTube like, oh yeah, it's a pretty unreliable job. I probably shouldn't take it seriously.
It's been an eventful past week. Thank you to everyone that's DM'd me, that has reached out to me, you know, thanking me for being part of the video and representing women in gaming and the Halo community as well. It was an amazing experience. I'd love to go back on the show. It's really allowed me to grow and given me the recognition that I've worked so hard for, and just to see some people I look up to, Pewdiepie, Pokimane, it was really, it's crazy. It's been crazy. And I know it's not something they probably think twice about, but it's really cool to see someone you look up to react to something you're in, or, you know, truly an amazing experience. I was not expecting any of this going into it, and it's really cool to see the gaming community come together and see this video and give their opinions and their thoughts. Again, I'm not upset about the things I said. Obviously, you know, it was fair to troll, you know, like, I should have clarified myself more. But again, thank you guys for all the love and support. As always, I definitely want to be more consistent with uploads on YouTube, so if you guys want to see more of that, let me know. I'm always streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/ObviQueen. Be sure to follow me on all my social media. Stay updated. Again, thank you guys for the love and support, and I'll see you next time.